Alright guys, so welcome to another episode of My Show Publishers, where we live that passive income life one idea at a time. So today's video is going to be about debt saving strategies. And the two main strategies that you always hear about is the Snowball Method and the avalanche method. What are the differences between these two methods, and is one better than the other? So let's go ahead and dive into it. So the Snowball Method is exactly the way it kind of says. The Snowball Method, you pay off the smallest amount of your debts first, and once you pay that off, the money you were using for that monthly payment, you move it to the next smallest debt. So basically you keep moving it from A to B to C, and as you get further down, it's kind of like a snowball. The amount that you're paying each month gets larger and larger. So to explain it better, let's say that you have 5 different items that you're paying on. So you have 5 debts. Each one of those debts, let's say it's $1,000. So currently you're trying to pay a little bit more than a monthly payment on each one of those. Let's just say that you're paying $25 on each of these 5 debts. You only have to pay like $20, but you're trying to pay a little bit more, so you're paying $25. So basically you're paying $125 each month for all of the debts there. In the Snowball Method, instead of paying $25 on each one, you go and pay the minimum on 4 of them, because you got 5. So on 4 of them, you're going to pay the minimum, which is $20. That's going to take you down to $80 that you're paying. That money that you were paying extra, move it to that smallest one. So instead of paying $20, which is the basic amount, you pay $20 plus the extra $20 that you were paying on those other ones. So now you basically have taken that to $40 a month that you're paying on the smallest one. So to go back over that again, you basically said, okay, I was paying $25 on each one. I'm now going to go down to the basics, and it's going to be $20 on each of them. But that additional 5 that I was paying, I'm going to take that 5, 10, 15, 20, add it to the one that I have left, which is the smallest one, and that is now going to take that up into $40. So you got $40 that you're paying on that. You then, once you pay that off, you go to your next lowest one, which, you know, in this case, they're all $1,000, but that's usually not how it happens. You know that one maybe you owe $500, another one you owe $1,500, one you may owe $5,000, but in this case, we had $1,000 on each. So now you've paid off that one, and you got 4 left, and you were paying $40. Well, now move to the next one, which you were paying $20 on. You take that $40 from the one you just paid off, and you add it to that one, that $20. So now you're paying $60. So you keep doing this until you pay each one of them off. What a lot of people fail to do is they pay off that debt and they think they have extra money to play with. You don't have extra money if you still have debt. So you got to make sure each time you pay something off, take that amount that you were paying and move it to the next one. You're not going to lose anything. You're only going to gain because you're going to pay off those items faster than what you were doing. So that's the Snowball Method. So by the time you get to the end, you have a larger amount that you're paying, which is like a snowball. You take a snowball that you're making and you roll it, and as it rolls down the hill, it gains more and more snow that packs into it. That's what you're doing on your payment. You're making that payment larger like a snowball. So that's what the Snowball Method is. Avalanche, the difference in the avalanche method is that instead of paying the amount that is the smallest or the least amount of debt, you go to the one that has the highest interest rate. So avalanche is based on interest rates. So of these 5, if you got one, your interest rate is 3%, you got another one that's 20%, one that's 15, one that's 17, one that's 32, that type of thing, you're looking at the interest rates. go to the one that has the highest interest rate. In this case, I said it was 32%. You're going to pay that one off first. It doesn't matter whether it's the largest amount or whether it's the smallest amount. You want to tackle the one with the largest interest rates, because in the end, it's going to save you in interest, which overall means saves you in the amount of money that you're paying. So that's the difference. You're either going to pay the one with the smallest amount, or you're going to pay the one with the highest interest. The benefits of those is paying the one that has the smallest amount, you are able to see a progression in your process. You got to win early because, oh, I had this $500 bill. I've paid that off now, so now I can move to the next debt. So it shows you a win early on. Over on the avalanche method, it could be the smallest one that has the largest interest rate, or it could be the largest amount with the largest interest rate. So you may not pay it off as fast, but you're saving money in interest down the line, which means you're paying less on it. So that's really the difference in the two, and it's up to you on which one you want to choose. If you're trying to save money, then definitely going towards the highest interest is always going to be your best bet. If you're just trying to knock out debt and you just want to see something early on that shows you're really making a difference, then you want to go towards the snowball method. So hopefully that helped you out. It's basically just showing you a little bit more about the snowball method and the avalanche method and which one may be best. Either way, they are both ways to knock out debt, and you need to choose one if you're currently in debt. You need to get on some type of process to make sure that you're going to knock that debt out, because as long as you are in debt, you're never going to get to the point of being financially stable where you're not having to worry about money. So hopefully this helped you out. If there's a question that you have or something that you want me to tackle on the next video, drop a line below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. But thank you for joining Moncho Publishers.